4 a.m. I have been up since 2 a.m. and I spent my time with God and praying and reading my word. And they said when God wakes you up at 4 a.m., that's when you're supposed to spend time with Him. And I was up praying for women um, who basically feel like they lost themselves after a breakup or after a divorce. And I had to learn that through Christ, through His Word, and listening to Him, I had to learn that I am not alone because I kept saying, like, now I'm alone, but I'm not alone. I'm in alignment. And alignment means for me to get myself together in order and redefine who I am because I lost myself. Um, being married for 23 years, I basically lost myself and didn't know really. I knew who I was, but I was just always trying to please my husband and making sure that I gave him attention to where I didn't do anything for myself. And I know I'm not the only one who has done that in a relationship or a marriage. Like, we are supposed to put our husbands first, but we are also supposed to take care of ourselves, and our husbands are supposed to take care of us as well. But I never got that out of my marriage. And like, I see so many like relationships on social media and like how their husbands are loving on them and praying with them and giving them the attention that they need. I've never had that in my marriage. So I had to choose between my happiness and his happiness, where he was not giving me. And, just dealing with the infidelity, but still not really caring because I felt like I did not want to be alone or I couldn't be alone. Wow. Wow. I'm doing well, thank you. But yeah, it's not easy when you get into a marriage, first of all, that God did not ordain. I'm doing well, thank you. And that was me. When we got married, we had the biggest argument, and I still forced myself to go to the courthouse, even though I know it wasn't right. And so, sometime after being with someone or having a child with someone, or um, something happens in your relationship, and you say, you know what, I'm just going to settle with this person because, and you have all these reasons. Thank you. You have all these reasons on why you should stay with this person, but in reality, they are not legit. And that was me. The reason why I wanted to marry is because first, um, I we both had HIV, and he was my daughter's father, and I felt like I could not get, you know, I felt like I couldn't do better. So that's why I settled and did it. And um, I just want women to know that you don't have to settle for anything. Allow God to align you, align your life for you, and not rush into things, right? And I believe that's what I did, um, because I had so many signs, and God told me not to do it. I literally heard His voice before I even got sexually active with Him. I kept hearing a voice saying, "Don't do it." But I pushed that voice out the way because first, I was in love. Second, I felt like I knew him because when we had conversations and, just dating each other, it just felt so real. So I'm like, this is the man for me. So when he was on, yes, when Jesus was crucified, he was thinking of all of us. And, and I was not and I'm gonna be honest, I was not in alignment with God back then. I went to church, but I didn't give my all to God. And I believe that's where I fell short. I didn't give my all to God, and I made these decisions on my own. And I could not go through those things anymore because it was literally tearing me down mentally, physically, emotionally. And I just want women to know that you don't have to settle. You don't have to settle to be happy. You don't have to settle to be seen. You don't have to settle because you have a child with someone and you know that relationship is not right and it's not healthy. And to this day, I used to beat myself up because I put my two daughters in a situation they should not have been in. And it's not healthy for your children. Yeah, it's not healthy for your children. Like, my daughters, they have to go through therapy because of what I put them through growing up. And, but like, they forgave me, which I am so grateful. And, I was a loving mother to my children. I was attentive. I did everything that I was supposed to do as a mother. It was just putting them in a situation with the wrong man. And we have to be careful of that because our children have to grow up and be adults. And we want them to have healthy relationships. And we don't want them to be broken growing up. So we have to be careful and be attentive. I never understood that. And it's like I was doing the same pattern that my mother was doing, like not having healthy relationships. And I was basically doing everything that my mom was doing besides using drugs. My mom was on drugs for a long time until about, well, even up when she passed. But she was what they call a bench addict, where you don't do drugs every day, you pick it up when you want to. And that's how my mom was. But my mom was so loving, and she passed away from COVID in 2020. But my mom was so loving, and she gave us so much love. Um, but we was not in the best situations. And I look back now on my life and see that I was doing the same thing um, that my mom did. And like, I blame myself, but God forgave me. Yes, God definitely forgave me, and my children forgave me, like I said. And I was able to build a healthy and happy relationship with my daughters. Like, we are so close. and they're 25, and my oldest daughter will be 29 next week. But being alone is okay because you're learning who you are. You're spending that time with yourself to rebuild the brokenness. And I thank God that I'm in therapy. I have a great therapist. But I don't know, God led me to get on and, you know, talk about relationships, talk about my relationship, because a lot of times we keep things to ourselves and it can help someone else. It can definitely help someone else. And this is the happiest I've been in so long, besides having my children, like breaking that bond with him, because I thought I was never going to get away. Um, so yeah, it's it's um it's amazing just relearning myself. Now I just have to get healthy, because I had surgery 2 weeks ago, so I'm dealing with a lot of things after that. I ooh, my hair is so dry, but yeah, I had to just come on and talk about that. And yeah, so anyone that's in a relationship and they're questioning their worth, and if a man and woman is not giving you the respect that you need, if y'all not praying together, if, yes, I'm in a hospital, yeah, if y'all not praying together and building a bond, and he's loving on you and treating you the way that God wants men to treat women, that's the thing. God, he wants us to be loved like Christ loves the church, as it say in the Bible. And I truly did not know what true love meant. And I know God is going to bless me with the right husband. He's definitely going to do. Thank you so much. But he's definitely going to bless me with the right husband. I can't wait until I'm completely healed from this surgery, so I can get up and really start doing things for myself. Like, I'm so happy for this chapter in my life. I've been married for 23 years and never thought that I was going to get a divorce. But it came to a point where I was tired. And that's the thing, you have to be sick and tired. You really have to be tired in order for you to leave a relationship. And my relationship was toxic. It wasn't physical, it was mental and emotional. And that is one of the worst things to have in a relationship. Yes, God do have the perfect man that was created for me. You are absolutely right. And that goes for all of us women. The men, if there's men watching, God has the perfect woman or man for you. Like, when you force things in a relationship, that's what I was just sitting here thinking. Like, if you force things in a relationship, that's not a real relationship. If you have to force loving someone or trying to make someone love you, that's not a relationship and that's not love. And to be honest, I don't know how true love feel in having a relationship, and I cannot wait to express um, that feeling with my husband that God is going to bless me with. Men, you are absolutely right. Men, a lot of men, I'm not going to say all men, but a lot of men do not know how to treat women nowadays, and I don't know why. And women, vice versa. So it can be, it can go both ways. But the man is supposed to be the head, right? So we want that strong man um, that fears God, a man that worships God and not idols, and that takes care of you, and that don't, and a man that's not cheating or, you know, um, and has your best interests. Yes, in a marriage, we do have to take care of each other. And when it only goes one way, that's not that's not a marriage at all. And I'm so happy that I got this divorce because um, I'm gonna start over and just allow myself to love on me, to date me, to see the endless possibility that God has for me. And for you too, for the ones that's watching, like, we have to know our worth. We have to know that God has instilled so much in us, and He don't want anyone to feel broken or feel like they're stuck in a relationship. Yeah, I was beating myself up. I definitely was. I definitely was. Because I was like, I wasted 23 years. But the best thing I got out of my marriage was my daughter. She has been a blessing in my life. I definitely pray. I've been up since 2 a.m. I've been praying. I've been in my word. Yes, and you definitely have to love yourself. My blood pressure was high too. My blood pressure was extremely high. It was in the 200s. Definitely, yep. But I've been so happy and just been so at peace. Yep, you love you now. I listen. I had to ask myself, do I want to stay in this marriage and kill myself? And not I'm not saying kill like murder. I'm saying physically, because when you're in a relationship and it's killing you emotionally where it's affecting your body, like, it's something that you need to get away. Yep, I mind my business too. I definitely do. I love a peaceful life. I love having peace, and yes, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. But I learned a lot in this marriage. I'm not saying every single day was bad, but it was more half bad than good out of the 23 years. Yep, I definitely give God my problems. I do, and we all have to give Him our problems. Definitely. And what does it say? No one goes through God but through His Son Jesus. So we have to give everything to Jesus. Yeah, but it's okay to feel like it's okay, to feel alone and to feel sad after a breakup, but that's only for a moment. Only for a moment. You have to get up and pick yourself up And know, yes, know that Jesus Christ has never taken his hand off of you. Because I know he's never taken his hand off of me. All the things that I've been through in my marriage and I'm still here, all the hospitalizations that I had, um, and I'm still here. This surgery that I just had, this major surgery that I just had, and having complications afterwards, and I'm still here. It's nobody but it's nobody but God that done it. Nobody but him. But we have to know where our strength comes from, and our strength comes from him. Yep. I am getting out in focus. I'm gonna start walking, and I can't do too much. Like I can't do any lifting or anything due to my surgery, but I'm gonna do light workouts and get myself back aligned. Yeah, and that's all we have to do is just pray and be in our word and be intentional on what we want in our next relationships. And I pray that your relationship can work out, that your significant other will change for the better. But you don't want to be in a relationship to where you're not happy and you're only there for certain reasons. Oh, I don't know how long I have to be here. They're still doing some more tests. I can't have anything to eat or drink right now because they're not sure if they have to go back in. So, amen. Look at God. Trust in the Lord. Yes, I definitely trust in Him. Like I love that song, I Trust in God by I believe it's by Elevation. If anybody heard that song, I love that song. I play that song almost every day. I pray, yeah. But it's 4:30 now. 4:30 a.m. where I'm at. I'm Eastern Standard Time. But I was like, nobody's gonna be up at 4 in the morning, and it's people that's on here. So thank you for watching and just listening to me. Amen. I know how it feel. I will be praying for you too at the passing of your mom. I know how it feel to lose your mother. I know how it feel. It's like I lost both moms because my grandmother raised me from the age of 10. She had full guardianship of us, and that's because of my mom's drug addiction. But my mom was the best mother, and she eventually got herself together. But we still stayed with my grandmother, and my grandmother passed away a year and 10 days after my mom. So it was very hard, um, not having neither one of them. Because when I tell you I was spoiled rotten by my mother and my grandmother. My mom had me at 16, so she was a young mom. And both of my grandparents on my mom and dad's side helped raise me, so I was truly blessed. Um, yeah, I was truly, truly, truly blessed. Yeah, but I'm going to go. Thank you all for just listening to me, and I pray that this helps someone in their relationship, that you don't have to stay in a relationship if it's broken. And mine was um, also, financially. How can I do this on my own? But I didn't trust God enough to know that He would help me. And like I was blessed to be able to pay my rent this month by myself. And being on short-term disability, you know, your job, it doesn't pay a lot, right? So I'm still praying and believing that my bills will be paid. And I know I got this, and you got this. For anyone who is in a relationship and left a relationship in fear of not being able to do things by yourself financially, you got this. I believe in you because I believe in myself. Just continue to trust God and know that everything, all your needs will be met. All your needs would be met. But I'm about to try to go to sleep. I prayed and spent my time with God this morning and just obeying Him, coming on and just, you know, talking about relationships and um, even having boundaries in your relationship, healthy boundaries. But thank you all for watching. And until next time, I'll probably be on later on today once I get an update from the doctors so I can, you know, discuss the plan going forth. So I pray everyone have a blessed day, and I will talk to you another time.